Hi, I'm Michael. I'm living and working in Burgenland together with my family, with my chickens, with my guinea pigs, my dogs. In my regular job, I'm innovation manager at Wirtschaft Burgenland. That's the regional business development agency. There I'm talking with innovative companies, with startups, to give them advice about funding possibilities, about networking, about cooperation with other companies, business development feedback. And in AustrianStartups, I'm the local representative of Burgenland. So there I'm hosting the Austrian Startups Stammtisch. We call it the Startup Heuriger. Burgenland is the Heuriger. But we don't drink wine, we also drink beer. It's not a problem. I'm managing our local Facebook group. It's called Startup Burgenland. You can check it out. And I'm supporting startups and founders with advice of any kind of question. So if they have a question on their business model, on whatever they need, and trying to connect them with like-minded people and other startups.
I'm Simona Nitschinger. I'm founder from Bionana. I started this project together with my husband. He's also founder and involved in the project. We launched a web shop, and in the shop we sell rare plants and seeds in organic quality. I had the experience in my last job. There I was CAO from a company which did a similar thing. We founded last August, and in March we launched the shop. And in April, we had really very good feedback from the customers. We sell really a lot, and I think we made the first big step.
Hello, my name is Marc. I'm 36 years old. And I'm the CEO of the startup 4Sports. I have an education in a higher technology school in Vienna for quality management and distance learning in sport and training management. Together with my team, we have managed to develop a high-tech sport product made in Austria. This is our product. These are the reaction pads. With the reaction pads, all sportsmen of all performance can train their high speed, coordination, motor skills on the highest level. The results, the measurable results, can be compared in an online community platform. The online community platform is on our homepage, and so it increased the motivation of the sportsman.
I think the first point is to have a team which believes in a common success. So on the one hand, not the single founders, which we have a lot of in Burgenland, so really having people around you and also who work together to have a common goal. Then I think you have to solve a problem, not just developing an app because you want to, but really thinking about what problems there to solve. And also what I see from our startups is to really have a valid sales channel and people who can follow up that sales channel to really bring money into a company.
I think the important thing is that you love what you do, that it is, and that you have no fear of overtime, because it's really hard work to get a company running.
I think the most important success factors are a good idea, a good team, because a team is like an octopus with tentacles, and each tentacle should be a specialist. And the passion for that, what are you doing?
If we talk about or take a look at the startup community in Burgenland, on the one hand, it's concentrating in the northern part of Burgenland. I don't know why, but maybe it's the closeness to Vienna, and it's also, we have more, like I call them, second generation startups, because not the young people from the university or from the school, it's more people 30 and up, who usually have a good job in a company, in a corporate in Vienna or somewhere else, international oriented, and then come back to Burgenland because of the nice location we have here, because they want to live there with the families, because they want to raise chicken in the garden, for example. And they have usually an idea from their previous company which they want to implement. So we don't have not such a high number of well-known startups, also because we are missing the academic background and the large corporate which would support these startups. In general, the community is well connected. They're open for support. We also got the Dream Academia in our region, in the Dreamicon Valley. They had and have still a big impact on startups from our region throughout Austria and also worldwide. And for my part, they really represent the term inspire, which is one of the Austrian startups theme, like no other maybe does. What could we improve? I think it's on the one hand the southern part of Burgenland. We will implement or looking for a local rep for this part of Burgenland to trigger the startup community there, and we also want to focus more on students from the Fachhochschule and also those from Burgenland studying in Vienna or Graz to come back and to start their startup here in Burgenland.
I'm the opinion what Michael Sedlak created is really amazing for the startups in Burgenland. It is a very small but really powerful community, and we all know each other. That's nice. He also organizes really great events with top speakers in cool locations, and yeah, it's really good. I don't think that there must be anything improved.
We are very well connected with other startups, and the input from other startups is very important and helpful for us. I think the monthly startup events in Burgenland are very good because there we can connect it with other startups.
Number one would be, in my opinion, to discuss and develop your idea with others. So on the one hand, as I said before, you should have a team, or at least people around you can really discuss and get proper feedback, not, hey, good idea because you're my friend, but really giving you serious feedback, and also test your MVP somewhere, not just working in your co-working space or whatever, and get out when it's ready. The second tip would be to build up a network for support and also feedback. And the third tip would be really verify your sales opportunities. Are those sales realistic? Are the people that you want to sell it, do they have the power to decide and to buy it?
What I learned is count on it that nothing comes as planned, and be brave and curious. And the important thing is get advice if you need help. Yeah. It's not a shame to ask for help. Yeah. And there are really a lot of people helping and doing that.
Motivation, have a vision, because if you have no vision, you cannot reach something, and believe in yourself. That's the point.
I'm starting with the negative side. So we still did not. We have the Fachhochschule in Booneland. We don't have a university, and in the Fachhochschule there are like I think 80% studying besides their jobs. So for those people, it's hard to have a family, a job, studying and starting a startup. So we don't have this high number of people who could think about starting a startup. So we want that's something where we see a chance to address them better, or to find people who still want to start a startup. The positive thing is, I think we have good support structures in our site. So starting from my job in Wirtschaft Burgenland, EFH is open for this, the Chamber of Commerce. We'll have the incubator, and I think what is maybe underestimated is that we have a great landscape here. It's a very nice place to work and to live. You can go for windsurfing or kiteboarding in the morning and work on a startup in the afternoon. And the wine is also very good.
Forsports received some funding, like technology funding, Go International funding from the state of Burgenland. So we are very happy these fundings existed. But for us, the submission and payment are very difficult and takes a long time. I think for startups, it will be better if you get money before the development, and if there is a model to repay money if you don't reach the goals.
We are two founders, and we have the VBook Wirtschaft Burgenland GmbH is a shareholder of Bionana, and they not only help us with investment and liability, they also help us with know-how. They are reachable at every time, and are really they love to see a company rising and give everything. Yeah, they're a really great partner.
Some years ago, we had a trend where a lot of startups focused on the topic of wine making, from drones supporting the vineyards, from IoT stuff, from like Neuen Weine who are selling wine online. This is no longer so. It's every direction, but from our government, we will have a focus on startups related to energy, and there are plans or there will be set up an incubator on this topic in this autumn.
As I mentioned before, I love what I do. It is it was my greatest hobby. And then I get the chance to work in this profession. So yeah, in my last job I learned a lot, and so I figured out to make something own. And I learned also in my last job that there is a great demand on the market, and that they are not so much competitors. And our shareholder and investor think or thought that it is the important thing, the person which is involved, or the people are involved in the project, know what they are doing. Yeah? And me and my husband are a very good team for making a web shop for rare plants. Yeah? So so we jump in.
For me, are 3 points very important. The most motivation to create a startup was creative independence. The second is a positive work-life balance. And the third one, to get money for what you love.
Well, we finally got a co-working space and accelerator in North southern part of Burgenland this January. This is a great thing because we had the Pan Lab in Eisenstadt, which was like a co-creation space, but really a co-working space, and we have also some startups there. What we need is on the southern part of Burgenland, there's still no coordination, so we're looking for a regional local representative there, and hopefully the incubator will open in autumn, which also will give a boost to this region.